And always one set is on a dimmer for you.
Oh,
and
okay.
Then, every room has a closet. This is probably the smallest closet in the house, but they all have closets. All the closets have lights inside of them.
Okay.
The shades stay with the house.
Those are really nice.
Yeah, they came with the house when we bought it.
Sconces too.
Yeah, the guy who we bought it from the couple who maybe originally owned it. I don't know if they were the original or just the second owners, but they were in their. She was no longer living, but he was like in his 80s when they bought the house. And it was in horrible disrepair, I guess, for years. Like he'd been living here, and so Clay bought the house, lived up in the attic, and just tore down everything. Like ripped out sheetrock, ripped out electrical, everything. Yeah.
Oh, the floors are beautiful
so
too.
He's a hardwood flooring guy. That's what he did for a living.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. Because my mom said she was a realtor, and she said it is very rare to have them go on an angle like this.
Yeah, well, it makes the house feel even bigger than.
It does. It does. It gives it a little dimension for sure.
Yeah.
And he shellacked the junk out of them, so they have maintained really good condition. Behind these boxes, that's the wood-burning stove. It's fully functioning, and in the wintertime, that's what we always use, really primarily to heat the house, more so than the heating.
Okay.
And it's a really nice wood-burning stove. We're going to bring in a chimney sweep in the entrance as well.
Okay.
And then this is the second bedroom. And again, it has the sconces and the overhead lights.
Yeah, very nice. And the closet's over there. Okay.
And then this is the third bedroom. I think this is the biggest one, and we use this as the master, and the closet is even a double, it's the only one with a double closet.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
The only drawback to this one is the one window versus the front room has two windows.
Yeah.
So we use the front room as the baby's room.
Oh. They have a little girl that's...
Get out of your way, actually.
Oh, okay.
And there's a big storage thing on the left there. And that's where I kept like every towels, linens. And that's the one thing about the house. I mean, it's 1,400 square feet, but I think the layout is really nice.
Yeah, it is.
They have a little one, and also it's got a lot of storage space.
Yeah, they have a little girl that's 1.5 years, and then they're expecting a little boy.
Oh my God! How exciting!
So.
Exciting.
Right before Christmas.
Oh my gosh.
And their little girl's birthday is right near Christmas too.
Oh,
so
no. Oh, I have a friend whose is January 4th, and she's bitter like forever.
Yeah.
But this is the kitchen. So this is the two drawbacks I see to the house. It's got a small kitchen, but we lived here for 6 years, and the storage space was fine. I never had a problem with storage space. We had a problem with counter space. you just have very minimal amounts because there's so much storage space, and back here there's a ton of storage space, so we ended up storing anything that really would go on countertops. We just ended up storing in these cabinets back here.
Oh yeah, this is a nice big...
Yeah, so you can see that you can definitely
I see.
Expand out the kitchen. Do they have any pets?
No.
Oh, okay,
they don't, but they were thinking about possibly someday getting a pet, but they didn't know. You know, obviously
I think they'd be open to it. So this room is probably going to look a lot different when all this stuff is out. This goes out to the backyard. That door goes out to the fenced-in. It's a fully fenced-in backyard with a 6-foot cedar fencing. Yeah, so it's really very private. Yeah. And we can go out there from the other way. But that door goes out there. That right there, those pull down. It goes into an attic, and if you want to go up there, you're more than welcome to. It's a full size. I can stand up in it, and I used it as my crafting area. Oh,
so it's okay.
So it's a little I wouldn't say it's a finished attic, and I wouldn't ever call it like a living space. But for anybody who needs like a little getaway, I would always go up there. Yeah. In the summertime, not so much because it was hot. And we used it for storage too. It's split up pretty well. So and it's carpeted.
Okay.
Like I said, I think he lived there while he was redoing the house. So, and it's got those huge white cabinets all the way over to the right.
Oh, perfect.
Those.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's really nice storage.
Wow, and it's got these so cute. The carport is theirs, but if you're interested in putting one up, I think you can get one at Costco for like $200.
Oh, okay. In the shed? Is that?
The shed, I think, is not going to stay.
Okay.
So the backyard needs a little bit of cleaning up. We're going to bring in somebody to clean up the backyard for you guys.
Oh, okay.
For anybody who takes it. That can be used as a sandbox.
Oh, yeah, cute.
Ryan into building it for our dogs to teach them to
Potty train?
She never did. She convinced him that if we were going away for 2 weeks, that she was coming here to watch the dogs, and she said in 2 weeks I can have them trained. And when we got back, she didn't even. There was no attempt. So I think that
very short-lived.
Phil, it was that, yeah, very.
Yeah, it does give you a really private feel with the fence.
It does. That used to be a fire pit, and if they wanted to clear it out for one.
Oh, okay.
When we bought the house, there was no fenced-in backyard. It was unfenced, totally open, and those two houses were not back there, so this was just like a big open lot.
Oh,
so I think
yeah.
he used to just kind of like have free run of it.
Yeah.
Because he owned, the guy who sold it to us owned the house and all that land back there.
Oh,
and he
wow.
subdivided and sold it. Yeah, so I think he just kind of used to use. And then between the fence and that arbor that you see there, there's a nice little spot where we just had 2 chairs. And I think eventually we were going to maybe put up another piece of, just like a piece of fence or something to create another privacy, but we never got around to it, never needed it, because they're not really out that much. But it's a nice little quiet spot, and there's grapes growing on there.
Oh, wow.
To develop into, grapes.
If you can get to them before the birds, that's
Yes,
probably...
actually, the birds don't bother those as much. Like,
Oh,
everything
good.
else would be gone, but those were the one thing. So my mom enjoyed those, and then she would fight the squirrels for the hazelnuts. Because those were hazelnut trees. So she'd come out and she'd be like, I think they saw me picking them. I gotta go work on it. And so that's the door that goes inside the house from this angle.
Okay, perfect.